Hello everyone, and welcome to what I prepped today. But I'm not going to start here. I'm going to save that for last. What I have for you is actually a 3-store prep. Sam's Club, Aldi, and I went to a thrift store. I have not been thrifting in ages, but when I was driving by, I saw that there was half off coats. So, you know me and my coats. I gotta get coats for the kids. My grandson comes here all the time, doesn't bring a coat, and I have to give him a coat to take home. I'm about ready to go raid his closet at his house and bring back all the coats. But anyway, maybe not. Sam's Club does the monthly specials, and I love Starbucks Pike Place Roast, and this 2.5 pound size normally sells for $17.98, and it was $4 off, which made it $13.98. Limit of 5. I don't think I'd have got more than 5 anyway. I do have a lot of coffee in my storage, and I want to actually start rotating some of that out because some of it was stored ground like this, and other of it was stored as a whole bean that I have to grind. So I want to see how the year or more old ground coffee has fared in my buckets. So we'll probably go ahead and store some of this in Mylar and go ahead and try some of the other to see how it's doing, so I have an idea of how much I can store and if it's better to store it as a whole bean or in a ground version. Now, I do know that the ultimate prepper coffee is supposedly green beans. Beans that have not been roasted store longer than beans that have been roasted. But if you've checked out the price of unroasted coffee beans, it's ridiculous. It's like when they sell something to you unbleached, or like the diphenhydramine I had the other day that was dye-free. Well, it was the same price in a caplet, but in a liquid gel, you had to pay extra for them to leave something out. It doesn't make sense. So they'll sell you green beans. They won't take the time to roast them, but they're going to charge you more because they didn't do extra work. It's ludicrous. Ludicrous, I tell you. The next thing I love when it is on sale at Sam's Club is this gallon of Shout that comes with a small refill, and it also comes with this long hose that you can reuse in the garden. You can reuse it anywhere, or you can just use it for that and pitch it. I don't care. But this normally sells for $9.98, and it was $2 off, so I paid $7.98. That is a limit of 2. I get the 2. I'll put one away. The other one should last me quite some time unless one of my adult children come and snag it, which actually they don't have to snag it. I always say, hey, do you need this? Hey, do you need that? And it's me. So, and the best part of this, even though it's heavy, they ship it free. Also, the Pike Place Roast, they ship it free. Both of these items are the same price in the store, I checked, as they are online, which is not always the case. While I was in the store, Sam's Club that is, back by the pharmacy, they have these nitrile gloves. Now, I know I just showed you some gloves I got at Harbor Freight that were $10. They were a lot thicker. There were only 50. I paid $16.98 or $15.98 for 2 boxes of 200 gloves. And what was the thickness of these? It doesn't say, does it? Let me look. Okay, I don't see how thick they are, but I've used them before. They're thick enough. I like these gloves, and I'm satisfied with the price. Normally when I get these, I'll keep one out for cleaning and put one in the garage or somewhere else, but I think I already have enough. So these are probably both going to go into storage, or that little pandemic kit I just made the other day. Shh. And then, of course, since I was at Sam's Club and There's all this crap in the news. I picked up another hand sanitizer. I have one this large in the bathroom closet, and we use that to refill the one on the sink, and we refill the ones in the purse and the, you know, ones laying around the house and in the cars and stuff. Just bring them in, refill them out of there. And I believe they sell this for $7 in the club as well as online. And it's another thing that if you have that Plus membership, that Sam's Club will ship you free. And I really love my free shipping because I can't really carry a lot of heavy things so much anymore. But while I'm on the subject of the hand sani, let me show you that my husband bought these. He bought them in, I think, a 3 or 4 pack. Yeah, he bought a 3 pack because I said, why didn't you buy the 4 pack? He said the 3 pack was cheaper. And it took me a long time to get him to say that when, you know, just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's cheaper per unit, but he said it was. So, okay. But I want to show you what I did here. We had this Folgers jar. I had a large roll of paper towels. I took out the paper core. We cut it. Because this is the larger Folgers container, I had my husband cut that much off. It looks like toilet paper, but I wouldn't flush that because we have a septic tank and we just keep this around for little spills now. But if you use the smaller one, you could actually probably do this, make 2 of these with 1 roll of paper towels. I'm not sure, I didn't measure that. But so after I did that, I took that paper core out of the center. They just pulled up out of the center. And what I did was I took my Odoban disinfectant and mixed that up to the strength for disinfecting. And I just poured it in there. And because these are the Viva paper towels, you can actually wash these paper towels. And they come out and you can use them again. I don't do that often. It just happens because they're in a pocket or something. But yeah, so you can actually make your own disinfectant wipes if you're tired of paying the prices for that and you don't like how thin they are. That is really convenient, and this is rather big and bulky, but it serves the purpose for what I needed it for. I've used, you can see I've used quite a few of them already. So let's get on with this with the Aldi prep. This isn't all I bought at Aldi. However, I did my regular shopping. I'm sure you're not interested in that. But this is what I bought for preps. If you saw the other day, I did the video on the Ready store, and I had a question about their granola. They never answered me, so I just didn't order the granola. And they raised the price on both the pouch and the can. Yeah, talk about being PO'd. At them or myself, I don't know. When you see a low price, get it. But what I did was I went to Aldi and I got 4 different types of granola. And this is what I'm going to go ahead and put in some Mylar and do a bucket. And why did I buy so many is because that's 12 ounces. I'm going to put them in an 8-ounce pack of Mylar. So this will be 3, 6, 9, 12 8-ounce packs of granola, and that should fill up 1 bucket. I like to keep my buckets all the same product, and I got a whole nother video coming on why you don't want to mix buckets. But let's get to the fun part, and that's the thrift store. And I know my video is getting quite long, so I'm going to try to step it back. I'm gonna go through this real quick. It is a really nice purple t-shirt. I love purple. I love when the t-shirts are longer. I've actually been getting some shirts from Duluth because they cover the, you know, they think they call them crack coverers or something. And I love that this shirt actually has a sleeve. Why do manufacturers think that because you're a woman, you want a cap sleeve, which is basically no sleeve at all? I want a sleeve. So, of course, I know you're looking at my Timberlands. Yeah, they're mine. I got them for me. They're men's. I wear a women's 10, but you can wear a men's 8 if you wear a women's 10. So I got those. Guess how much? They were priced $9.99, and today they were $6.99. I was so excited. They had, I don't know, I mean, they're all used, But they had so many pair of Timberlands that they had them held together with rubber bands. You had to actually make sure you were getting a matched set because some of these were mixed up and some of them were different sizes. It was crazy. So I found 2 matched sets that were pretty nice. And those are mine. I'm just excited because my other work boots, I think you recall I was talking about putting them together with shoe goo, wondering whether I was going to get them resold or what I was going to do. And I didn't want to spend $100 for another pair of boots because I'm not working. So like I needed boots, but I couldn't justify the expensive boots. So I found 2 pair of Timberlands for $7 a pair. And then I got these. I was not sure if these were kids, ladies, men's, what. But you know what? It doesn't matter. They're going to fit my grandson. They'll be a bit big this year. They'll fit him next year. And again, they were $6.99. They look really nice and warm. And so I'm trying to go fast here. Something I generally always pick up if I see them and they're in good shape are glasses, prescription glasses. Well, what's the center of that one? It fell out. Oh, I'm going to have to find it. It wasn't, interesting. It's not there. It was there when I bought them. Don't look. Anyway, 99 cents a pair. So 2 things I can do with these. I can keep them in case, you know, they would be good glasses for me, or if they're not, I can donate them to the Lions who actually collect glasses for people who can't afford them. How they fit them, I'm not sure. But did you know, and I didn't know this until last year, that you could actually find a pair of prescription glasses, take them to your eye doctor and not have to purchase the frame. You can just get your eyes examined and they can actually send your frames away, purchase only the lenses. And my neighbor told me that. I ran into her at the eye doctor. I'm like, you know, what are you doing? She told me I got these glasses. And I'm like, wow, those are nice. I didn't see those frames here. She said I didn't get them here. I brought my own frames in. I said, you can do that? Yeah, you can do that. Amazing. So where the eye doctors charge an arm and a leg, and you know there are places you can get glasses online, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so when they're charging an arm and a leg for those frames, you can actually bring your own frames in that you've thrifted. And I found the lens. It had fallen out in the bag. So let me show you what else I got. So I told you that the reason I stopped was because they said coats were half off. So I found this Polartec fleece for my grandson. Normally $6.99, half off today. I paid $3.50. See right there's our little Polartec label. It's a size 10, 12. Don't normally like such bright colors, but he will be fine with it. And like I said, I always gotta send him home in a coat because, well, he likes clothes now too. He's getting to the point where he really likes clothes. So again, $6.99 for this one, and I got this one for $3.50. It's a Columbia, and it has the 3-season system where it has the fleece inner liner that you can wear alone, and then you can zip that out. See, it's nice on the outside, and then wear this alone, or you can zip it in for when it's really cold and wear all both pieces together. And that was a 10-12. They were selling it for $6.99, and I paid $3.50 for it. I was really happy to get this one. It's a Omni Shield. So then the books. My grandson has been reading and has to read for homework, and of course he's like most kids these days, he's liking his games better than reading, so I have to have him read when he comes, and I wanted to pick something that would be interesting. This is about his level. He's in 2nd grade, and look at this. I thought, oh my gosh, little prepper. So I survived the sinking of the Titanic, I survived the Japanese tsunami, and I survived Hurricane Katrina. So I'm hoping that there's some little preppy stuff in there for him too. And those were, I think, 50 cents a piece, or 3 for $1.30, something like that. And then, of course, Boots on the Ground by Dusk, my tribute to Pat Tillman. This was $1.49, 3 books for $4.50 or something like that. So, of course, I got this for my husband because he loves his military books. And, yeah, so got that for him. And then I got 2 more. I love vintage books. I can't help it. I just do. So when I saw this, it just reminded me of like when I was a kid and the librarian would read you a story, and I just couldn't wait to go to school just so I could be turned loose in a library. I was so excited to go to school just to spend my time in the library. So, and this is actually, look at that, an ex-library edition. Remember when they used to stamp books like that? So, and they're vintage, and believe it or not, oh my gosh, they smell so good. I don't know, are you like that? Like, I noticed my son did that the other day. He picked up a book and he opened it up and he just smelled it. I love the smell of books. But anyway, so I got these 2 vintage ones, and he'll be able to read them, but they're going on the shelf. They're not going to be just tossed around. These ones, I guess, can be his toss-around books, and that, of course, will be for my husband. So that's it. That's what I prepped at the thrift store, Aldi, and Sam's Club. And let me know in the comments, what did you prep today? And that's about it. What did you prep today? And be blessed, everybody.